that and others, a lot of government departments actually started because this was the property that was available for it. So I think the question of appropriation is different from city to city, but having said that, it does, because question is important from two perspectives. That back then, these were not simply architectural kind of interventions, but they were social intervention that imagined a different way of doing things. So that's one. Now, because of their prominence, because of their morphology, their presence, their plot size, if I just put it, they continue to influence the manner in which cities shape around them, or the city influence around them. And perhaps a study of that, that does contribute to how you experience the city today. I think that's the argument that I'm making. So the past is constantly kind of, you know, influencing your daily experiences even today.
I think that's just the one question of one of the arguments.
Yeah. So you talked about the idea of transformation, or even the idea of some key events in history. When we look at history, we almost look at it like a series of key events that transformed city perhaps. How would you explain or sort of elaborate on what these transformations are in kind of an urban sense? Like for example, like in the sense of also comparing with a historic event. Does and is an event necessary for a transformation of a city in a large scale? And what are these transformations exactly in a country?
Okay, a lot of things to answer, but let me just simplify what I just said. My experience by looking at cities shows that sometimes it just takes a few decades for cities to change their shape or to change their trajectories. So as much as we want to imagine cities as being kind of stable structures that transform over time, but I would call it as events. But I think there are pivotal decades. There is pivotal time of a few decades. Many a times to create new ways of doing things. And cities is about new ways of doing things. Or creating a kind of an acceptance of many people coming together. These transformations are very vital. So I often look at cities in Nepal, where I have done much more cultural analysis. And there what we discovered is that the main public square, the public plaza, the way it happened in a lifetime in 10, 15, 20 years. And it was so pivotal, or it was so important to transformation that it absolutely changed the trajectory of the way city evolved. Or another way to look at it is how the social life of the city. I'm not into the word as yet, but I'm actually saying it in terms of it. How the social life of a city evolved after that. And I don't have like an answer to what happens everywhere else. But I think perhaps if you could, this needs a bit of an archival, you could just see sort of in text as to when that order was given to those certain things, and when does it touch the period, and how the city is going to change. It might be really find that answer for the city as well. Yes. I don't know whether events is the right word, but I might call it an era of transformation. And of course, the era of transformation has a role on powerful authority. It doesn't happen. In fact, cities cannot self-govern. Idea of bureaucracy is very important in cities. To remove the idea of bureaucracy, cities collapse. The state is omnipresent, but state as an administrator state. That's where the Portuguese urbanism is very interesting for me, because the idea of municipality is very fascinating.
That should be the last question. That is the last question. So now city grateful, you can ask questions personally. So I hope that you all read this book, because the book has the ability to inspire many, and you can start with scholarship with this. That's something very important for all the students. And with that, thank you, Professor. Yeah.
Now, I think I some kind of migration of every political how would like your balance